Beginning. The Princess in Exile. 2 weeks earlier, Elias had never expected a simple diplomatic escort mission to become the galaxy's most wanted operation. He remembered the first night Aranel stepped aboard the dauntless Ember. She carried no crown, no jewels, no entourage, just a single silver bracelet that glowed with etchings of her lineage. "The House of Astrovirata falls," she had said quietly, "and I am all that remains." Elias had tried to offer condolences, but words felt inadequate. Not because she was royalty, Elias never cared for titles, but because she looked like someone who had lost not just a throne but her entire world. He admired her strength even then, her dignity in the face of annihilation. As days turned to weeks, they talked about humanity's stubbornness, about Viridian history, about living through loss. Aranel listened to him more than anyone ever had. When she laughed, rare, soft, musical, it was enough to make the crew pause and stare. She was unlike anyone he had ever known. But to love her, a human loving a Viridian princess? Unthinkable. Forbidden. Dangerous. Still that happened. And Elias thought she sensed it too. Middle, the hunter's board. An explosion rocked the ship. Boom. Panels flickered, sparks showering. "They've latched onto the hull," the engineer shouted. Elias grabbed his rifle. "Seal the princess in the escape chamber. I'll hold them off." Aranel stepped in front of him. "No. If they capture you, Elias, I will surrender." Her voice trembled for the first time. "I won't let them kill you." His heart tightened painfully. "Aranel," she swallowed. "There are things you do not understand about the Viridian bond. This isn't the time." "It is," she insisted. "You think I do not see what is in your eyes? Elias, you care. More than you should." He froze, pulse hammering. But the word stuck. A deafening crash tore through the corridor as the reinforced doors were sliced open. Pitch-black armored hunters stepped in with glowing crimson visors. "Target acquired," the mechanical voice declared. Aranel immediately stepped forward, hands raised. "Leave them. I will go." Elias grabbed her wrist hard. "No. I won't let you." Before he could stop himself, the truth broke from his lips, raw and unfiltered. "I whispered it earlier, hoping the universe wouldn't hear me, but I meant it." He leaned closer, voice barely above breath. "I want to marry you, Aranel." Her eyes widened, shock, disbelief, something deeper. "Elias, you don't know what you're saying." "I know exactly what I'm saying. I love you." The corridor fell silent for a heartbeat. Then a slow exhale left her lips. A single tear glimmered down her cheek. "Then you must live," she whispered. "Because I accept." Everything inside him ignited. But the hunter surged forward. Elias pulled her close and fired the rifle. The blast hit the first hunter square in the chest. "Run," he yelled. They bolted down the corridor as the battle erupted behind them. He wasn't fighting for a mission anymore. He was fighting for the woman who had just accepted his heart. Escape through the heart of a star. The dauntless Ember lurched as a hunter vessel fired plasma hooks, dragging them into gravitational lock. "Engines failing," the pilot cried. Aranel placed her glowing hands on the control console. Viridian energy flowed into the systems, stabilizing them. Her breath shuddered. "The hunters overpower the storm. They can track my life signature." "Then we mask it," Elias said. She nodded weakly. "We need something stronger than nebula interference." The navigator pointed to a pulsing star on the chart. "It's a protostar. Unstable. Gravity tides could crush us." "Perfect," Elias said. Everyone stared at him. "You're insane," the engineer whispered. But Aranel looked at Elias with a faint smile. "Humans are beautiful in their madness." They dove toward the protostar. Light flared across the cockpit as gravitational waves slammed the hull. Metal screamed. Shields crackled. Aranel stood near the center of the bridge, her body glowing brighter, straining, focusing. She was shielding them. The power radiating from her grew unstable, her knees shaking. Aranel. Elias shouted. She didn't look back. I can mask us within the star's plasma rings, but it will burn my life force. I cannot hold this long. I'm not losing you, Elias said, rushing to her side. He wrapped his arms around her as her energy flickered dangerously. Use me, he whispered. She gasped. Humans cannot channel Viridian force. You will die. I want to live with you, he said. Not without you. Their foreheads touched, glowing light flowing between them. Her power surged, joining his. The shields expanded enough to cloak the ship fully. The hunter vessels plummeted past them, unable to track the signature. Then the protostar released an explosive pulse. Brace! Elias shouted. The shockwave hurled the ship outward, slingshotting them across the nebula. The stars stretched. Light bent. And suddenly, silence. The storm faded. The hunters were gone. The dauntless Ember drifted into a quiet region of space. Aranel collapsed. Elias caught her instantly. After the storm, a confession of two worlds. She woke hours later in the med bay. Elias sat beside her, gripping her hand like it was the only thing anchoring him to reality. Her voice was weak, but steady. Did we survive? Only because of you, he whispered. She studied his face. You risked everything. For me. I told you, he murmured. I love you. Her glowing eyes softened. And I meant what I said. I accept. He blinked, breath catching. Aranel, I. She sat up slowly, her hand on his chest. You must understand what acceptance means to a Viridian queen, she said softly. It is not ceremony. It is not legal contract. It is a soul bond, a merging of paths and destinies. Once given, it cannot be undone. Elias swallowed, overwhelmed. And you still accept me? Her smile was fragile but real. You chose me when I had nothing left, she said. Not a throne, not a kingdom, not even a future. You loved me when I was just a frightened exile with a fading lineage. She leaned close enough that her breath touched his lips. How could I not choose you? Their kiss was soft, hesitant at first, then desperate and real. A promise, a bond, a beginning, the ending, the return of a queen and her human. Weeks later, the dauntless Ember reached the hidden Viridian Resistance Enclave, a sanctuary untouched by the usurper. As the ship descended, thousands of Viridians stepped out, watching their princess emerge. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Whispers spread like fire. The princess lives. She returns with a human? No, not just a human. Look, their energies resonate. Standing beside Elias, Aranel's aura shimmered brighter than ever, soft golden light woven with a faint human heartbeat rhythm. A resonance bond. Irrefutable. Eternal. A Viridian commander approached, kneeling. Your Highness, the throne is yours to reclaim. Say the word, and we rise. Aranel turned to Elias. He expected conflict, a feeling of unworthiness, fear of stepping into a world far beyond his own. But she took his hand. Her voice was strong, royal, unshakable. I will reclaim my throne, she declared. But I will not do it alone. The commander hesitated. Princess, the human. He is not merely human, she said, her eyes fierce with authority. He is the one I have chosen, the one I have bonded with. Elias Rourke is my future king. Shock. Awe. Disbelief. Elias felt the weight of the galaxy shift beneath his feet. Aranel, are you sure? He whispered.
She squeezed his hand.
You saved my life, she said. You saved my people.
You saved me.
And you gave me something I never thought I would have again. Hope. Her forehead pressed against his. I accepted your wish to marry me. Does your offer still stand? He smiled, a trembling, humbled smile. It always will. She lifted his hand to her lips. Then let the galaxy tremble, she whispered. For I have chosen my king. The crowd slowly rose. Bows deepened. Voices echoed. Long live Princess Aranel. Long live the human consort. Long live the bonded sovereigns. Elias looked up at the stars. For the first time in his life, he didn't feel small. He felt infinite.